Faith finds a way. So since I couldn't hold the mic, I'd have them adjust the microphone stand. Before I got up, I'd put my hands behind my back like this and hold them together and lean forward into the mic and speak into the mic until my nerves calmed down where I could hold the mic. But if I'd have quit right then, look at your neighbor and tell them you'll win if you don't quit. I don't care whether you're in the middle of college and you're not making any money and you're working part-time and you don't have any support and you're eating Spam and dried up lunch meat and you're having to study all night. Let me tell you something. If you don't quit, you'll win. You will win if you don't quit. People don't graduate from college because they're smart. They graduate because they're persistent, because they're relentless. People don't stay married for 50 years because they were happy every day. They stay married because they're relentless. They stay married because they won't quit. People don't start companies because they made profit every year or every month. You stay in business because you're relentless. And when you don't have anybody else to do it, you do it yourself. And you make it work because you are committed to long-term investment. And if you're going to have a strong marriage or strong finances or strong children or a strong economy, you can't quit every time the stock drops. You have to go for the long-term investment. And if you stick to it, you'll win if you don't quit. Grandma, I know you're raising the boy by yourself and you're getting old and you're tired and you don't feel like having to raise another child. But Granny, let me tell you something, baby. You'll win if you don't quit. Single mamas in here got 3 kids and 2 kids and raised them by yourself. And let me tell you something, you may not have every luxury that you see on television, but people have raised their children for years with less. There's a lot of things that we enjoy having and that we like to have that we don't have to have, that our parents didn't have. And now you bought into this idea that if you don't have what your sister has, you're not blessed. Let me tell you something. You're blessed if your heart's beating. You're blessed if you can see me. You're blessed if you can digest your food. You're blessed if you washed out your own mouth. Oh, you don't hear what I'm saying? Oh. Faith calls those things that are not as though they were. How much faith are you using for your family? Can you look at the members of your family and call them though they are not yet what you call them? Can you call them what they are not by faith until they become what you call it? What I'm trying to tell you, mamas, is that you have to call greatness out of your child. If you don't call it out, it won't come out. You have to call it out. Daddy, you have to call it out. It's not going to happen on its own. And the problem with this generation is we want things after they're already perfected. We want the profit, but we don't want the investment. We want the return, but we don't want to make the commitment. We're trying to get the answer, but we don't ask the question. We want somebody after they're married. There are certain women who only like married men. Let me explain why. They want the return, but not the investment. So after he has matured and balanced out and become stabilized and become committed, here she comes and she wants him. But when he was half baked, half delivered, half there, she didn't want to make the investment. Nothing comes, if it's really going to be yours, without investment. You have to be prepared to put something down on it, and you have to be prepared to call greatness out of it. I'm telling you, there is greatness down inside of you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what they said about you. God did not create any junk. There is greatness down inside of you, and somebody has to call it out.